Hello and welcome to our reviews. Today we'll be reviewing the Dragon Ball Z Hybrid Action Broly. So yeah, this is a figure that I've wanted for quite some time. It is like the most articulated Broly figure that I'm aware of, and Broly is like one of my favorite Dragon Ball Z thingies. So yeah, I've been wanting to get this for a while. If you watch my channel, you know I've got several reviews of other Broly thingies, which you're about to see all of in a minute, because I'm going to do a size comparison thing. But anyway, this one is pretty cool. He's a smaller scale than some of the other things, but really nicely articulated. Comes with a stand and some extra hands and stuff, and is overall pretty cool. So yeah, let's go ahead and zoom in for the articulation, sculpt, paint details, all those sorts of things. Alright, let's start off with a quick size comparison, which I have brought out a reasonable amount of stuff for. This here is the movie collection Burley, which is of course still the best Burley in terms of appearance, and it's not half bad in terms of articulation either. This is the Super Battle Collection Broly. This is the Max Muscle Mania Broly, which is essentially a plastic statue. This is the SH Figure Arts Goku over here. This is the Shoto Goku. And lastly, the topic of the review is the Hybrid Broly right there. He doesn't fit in scale perfectly with any of these. I got him in intention of using him with the Shoto figures, and he works about as well with the Shoto figures as the Figure Arts figures work with the movie collection Broly. They're just round about the same scale differential, so it works, and I think that's what I'll be using him for. Anyway, gaze upon that, and we shall move on to the next thing. Alright, here we have Broly. He has his hair up here, which is like, it's actually sort of the yellowish green tint that it needs to be, so I'm actually glad that they did that right. It's more green in between the center bits, and then the outer bits are more yellow, but it actually gets that sort of weird tinge that Broly's hair color has. Come down here, he's got his necklace with a little blue gem there in the center. Upper chest, bare. Got your big arms here. They have little bits of sculpted muscle detail and things like that in them. If you look at his arms here, he does have fists equipped, and he has his little bracers on there. He does have some open hands as well, which is cool. They have little gems there on the back. Down here around his waist, he has a skirt thing with the belt with the gem in it. Has some nice shading in it. It's a pliable rubber piece and doesn't get in the way of anything. Pants down here are a grayish-white color, lots of shading and stuff in them as well. And then the boots are gold and have the little blue gems in them, and then have the little red parts down there in between the ankles. Flip him over on the back, you can see the back string of the necklace, and the details on the back of the pants, and the skirt and everything, and he does have a little hole there in the back for the stand that he comes with. Zooming in on the head sculpt real quick, you can see he's got white eyes, black outlines around those, look pretty good. And not really too much in the way of a facial expression, maybe a slight smirk, but for the most part it's just a pretty neutral expression. You can also see a bit more details on the hair. And that's pretty much the extent for the face sculpt. It's very nice, I like it. It's, nothing special, but it looks like it should, so I have no issues with it. Let's zoom out and look at the articulation. Articulation-wise, Broly's head is on a little ball peg, which sort of rocks back and forth, moves forward and back, rotates side to side, although his hair can get in the way a bit. Then he also has this neck joint here, which lets his neck move forward a bit. Doesn't go back any further, so it's not particularly good for flying poses or anything like that. But you can get him to look down a bit better. Ball joint shoulders, in and out, up and down, all those sorts of things. He has a bicep cut, single jointed elbow, which bends back a bit further than you would expect, and about 90 degrees there. Wrist cut, and then it has a hinge there, which sort of goes up into the hand and lets it bend forward and back. He has a ball bag here in the waist, which rocks side to side, forward and back, and rotates. He has diagonally cut hips, so they sort of swing forward a little bit, and then he has a upper thigh cut over there, so you can get a bit of motion there, not too much though. Then he has a single jointed knee. Then he has his ankle down here, which rotates and pivots really well, and hinges up and down. So that's all pretty good. The only real issue I have with his articulation is the hip. You can do some stuff with it, but obviously a ball jointed hip would have been better. Everything else I'm pretty much perfectly fine with. So yeah, he is the best articulated Broly that I'm aware of, and I'm pretty sure he just is the best one right now, until we get a Figure Arts one or something. So yeah, let's look at his extra hands and his stand real quick. Alright, here's a quick close look at the fist hands. You can see what I was talking about, how the hinge sort of goes into the hand like that. And here he has his open hands, which can be used for like blasting gestures and face grabbing. They do have the little nails detailed there on the fingertips, although you probably can't even see them, but they are there. Alright, let's take a look at his stand really quick. Alright, his stand is a bit different than anything I'm used to. The top bit has the peg that goes into his back, and it's sort of this weird curved piece. So it's good for like having him sort of fly and stuff, but it's not of any use to really have him standing on the flat black triangle down here, which is the actual base. And then this bit here can hinge up and down. It is sort of ratcheted, so it'll stay where you put it. Apart from that, something else that's cool about this base is that rod can be taken out, and the hole in this base is exactly the same size as like the Tamashii Nation stands. So you can take one of the 3-jointed arms and put it in this triangle, or you can take that arm and put it in one of the Tamashii Nation stands. And I just thought that was kind of cool that they were the same size. Anyway, that's pretty much it for the stand. Let's move on to his packaging. Alright, Burley's packaging is actually pretty cool. It has lots of like fiery stuff in the background, as well as Shenron and hybrid action up there at the top. Dragon Ball Z, little Tamashii Nations logo there. Down here you have a picture of Burley, as well as Burley's name, and then you have some pictures of the figure sort of over here on the curved part on the side. Flip it over on the back, you get some pictures of Burley beating up Goku, and Gohan's flying there in the background, as well as a bunch of stuff in Japanese that I can't read. This is a cool kind of packaging, because as you can see, this is just sort of attached on there, so it's very easy to open and then just put back together. Mine's a bit dirty because, well, I bought mine and it was already opened. So it's got like tape residue and stuff on there, but not a big deal. Anyway, this is certainly good for in or out of package display, so yeah, Burley. Alright, that about wraps it up for Burley, so until next time, goodbye! Hello, you've just watched one of my videos. Feel free to like, comment, and subscribe if you enjoyed my videos. If you didn't, run away and never return. Also, feel free to check out my other channels, Venom Raptor for all my variety gaming content, and VR Reviews for reviews of various action figures and collectibles. Thank you, and goodbye.